Bong, 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 bong. I think it was 12. Welcome, ladies and gentlemen. You're all very welcome to 4. That's right, outside Westmeath, and one of the finest places that you will see some historic places here in 4. It's raining naturally here in 4, but in 5 minutes time the sun will be out and people will be walking around going, didn't rain in 4 today. But ladies and gentlemen, we have a special guest in with us, a man that wrote a book, and the book is called The 7 Wonders of 4, and this is actually the 9th wonder of 4 because it's upside down. Anyway, the gentleman is here who wrote the book. I was going to say wrote the song, is on board. Do you know what? We were early. Can you hear in the distance? That's the church of Saint Fechin. Fechin. You'll have to get it right. And as you can see out the side, ladies and gentlemen, we have the local cattle all chilling out, and actually all in very colourful mode as well, enjoying the green grass, because in Ireland we have lots of green grass. So we have lots of people looking in, and I am goofing off as I should be, or don't be. Okay, it's ringing away. There's going to be 12. We're going to have all the 12 wonders of 4, 7 wonders of 4. So the shout out starts off with Oisin in Derry. Oisin, congratulations. This comes in from your granny, and that's Sally Taylor. And Sally Taylor is your granny, and she's got you got distinction star in his A level. So wow, fair play to you, Oisin. And I believe that you're going to actually get one of the hoodies as a present from your granny. So you're very, very welcome, and congratulations, Oisin. And let me start off with our shout out for the anniversary shout out. That's for Pauline Brady and David Cummins, and they're celebrating 4 years of wedding bliss. So congratulations to you all, and you're living in 4, so you're not too far away from us. A big shout out to King Cormac Byrne, yes, and his mother, who are fighting the fight. So to both of you, well done, and keep her lit. We have a big shout out to this is our food shout out. Always very important at 12 o'clock, a food shout out. And the food shout out goes to Dolan's Pub. That's right, our family pub. And they have 2 different menus in it at the moment. But the one that really gets me is the Smoking Joe Burger. Or Oh Me Oh My Hot Dog. So this is a collection of all the different food in Dolan's Pub. So that's our big shout out today. Okay, and our shout out recommendation, a place to go. A place to go apart from going to Historic 4. But another place to go is Royal MIDE Historic Tours, and they are travelling out of the Greville Arms. It's a bus tour, and it brings you to all the hot spots in Westmeath. So contact the Greville Arms for Royal MIDE Historic Tours, and they are leaving from the Greville Arms. So ring them and book your seat if you want to see it. Check it out. It's well worth checking, and it's local. Our Facebook recommendation, if you're on Facebook, and we are on Facebook, check out the Irish Settlers. It's a great page, and there's great information, and it shows us all our culture that we have so much of. I think we're the natural Disneyland of the world. You're all very welcome to come here and check it out, especially our friends all over in our diaspora all over the world. Okay, a question for anyone out there, and if you can do this for us. Last night there was a beautiful sunset, and we said to ourselves we'll go out and look at the lake, and by the time we got to the lake it was gone, and I was thinking to myself, is that in my mind or what? But we will ask someone out there, would you please send us your favourite sunset of yesterday evening, probably of Mullingar of some sort, and I want to put it on my wallpaper. That's my home screen for Mullingar in Mullingar. So if you can do that with some referencing to Mullingar itself. Okay, birthday shout outs, we have tons of them, and the traffic is unbelievable here in 4. There's cars pulling up non-stop. Big shout out to Oren, who is 8 today. Happy birthday to you, Oren. That comes in from your daddy, John and Yvonne, and they are in Kilkelly, County Mayo. So a big shout out to you guys. And your father does some fantastic work for all the charities around that area, and travels the whole way through Westmeath and out the other side with the tractors, heading for Dublin, and now they're going to London. So a big shout out to you once again, Oren, who is 8, O-R-A-N, have that right, and that's from your father John and Yvonne. And another big shout out who is 21 today. We're going to shut the door because snow is coming in. And girl, this is the 21st of Morgan, and Morgan is 21, and she is in Morgan, Ernst, and she is in the Netherlands. Hello, and this is from your mother Susan and Baz, as well as not forgetting the birthday party is going to be celebrated tonight with Irish whiskey and cigars. So your mother Susan regards here from 4. I think we brought you here when you were in Mullingar. Okay, Amanda Cox is in Ballinalack. Happy birthday to you, Amanda. And Patrick, lads keep changing their names into Irish. Chadhlaoich. Happy birthday to you. And he's in Rochester Bridge and London. And not forgetting Kevin Cosgrave, who is in Cavan. Happy birthday to you. And Eaton, Taff Knight, who's in Longford. Happy birthday to you. Rory Keys, who's in Raharney. Anne-Marie Ledwith, who's in Mullingar, would like to wish Mark Kerwin, her nephew and grandson, a happy 21st. And not last but least, we have Lisa Davitt Byrne, and her son is 21 today in Castle Pollard. No, he's 20, and he's in Castle Pollard, so a happy birthday to you, and his name is Sean. So, ladies and gentlemen, with no further ado, we are going to move on. We have a fantastic show lined up for you. We have loads of videos as well. We're going to put them up above here. Flickable up above here, and you will be able to see all the videos. We'll put all the videos together, and these are our collection of videos from 4, and it'll be all up here. So let me see, we change our cameras and see our Instagram coming in. Yes, it looks as if it is, and we have Bartle Darcy with a stick in number 1 camera, and on our other camera, number 2, we have, yes, Bartle Darcy. Bartle, you look aggressive, you look scary. What's the story?
It's just a stick, Ray. I had it sold here before. This is my touring stick.
Okay, touring stick. Now, I go on tour, but I don't bring a stick. Why do you bring a stick with you?
I use it for walking tours, particularly in Dublin, and also coming around here, right? And if you have a big group in Dublin, and Dublin's very busy, it has a little special feature on it here.
Okay.
A little whistle.
Who said?
Get their attention, so they'll come back to you, right? Now, it's made for me by a local stick maker called Liam Leahy here in 4, and it's a blackthorn stick. Right?
Wow.
And it's also known as a thumb stick, because you can rest on it, you can lift things with it, briars when you're going through the countryside, and it's also a weapon as well because it has the nodules on it. Not that you would need it now, in all fairness, but it still is a stick is a sign of authority. So you carry a stick. People know when you have a big crowd with you can lift it above your head, and then you can do lots. You can stop traffic with it too.
Oh, really? Is it magic?
Absolutely.
Magic stick. So who would carry a stick in the days of 4?
Fehan would have carried a stick. St. Fehan.
Yeah, I need some power for the phone.
Carried what's known as a staff. Moses carried the staff, and then later on they became more ornate. So Fehan himself had one of the only backhaul Isas in 4, right? And that was the staff of Jesus. And he got it from when a leper came here, and the leper said to him, if you let me stay here, and if you get a queen to kiss me, I will be cured of my leprosy. So
God.
Fehan went over to Lough Lane and got Queen Temera from Mead, come to the guest house, and then he sent her into the guest house. 15 minutes later, big shaft of light shot out of the guest house and straight up into the heavens. So Fehan rushed in to find what had happened. Temera was lying on the floor, and beside her was a golden staff. And he said, what happened? And she goes, I kissed the leper, and all the pus flew out of him and formed this staff. That's a good story. I don't know if the Revenue Commission will accept that, but...
It's a good story. Tell us, we're here in a very historic area of Westmeath. We have so much history in Westmeath. We have been to Tullinally with you, we have been to Granard with you, and today we are in 4. You have written a book.
Yes, I have. It was a lockdown project with a local illustrator, John Corrigan. He's very, very talented, and I wrote the script. He did the pictures. One of his other brothers, Fergus, is a stonemason. So he did a very interesting bit on how these structures would have been built at the time. So it's designed for as a guide for when you walk around 4 here, or if you visited in the past. We sell it online. We sell it in all the tourist sites around here. And it's also interesting for children because it's done in a cartoon style. with little sand bites in it.
Brilliant. Well, we have two legends, ladies and gentlemen, with us here. We have Lily, and Lily is going to... Hello, Lily.
Hello.
Lily, you're going to read for us on the bus here today, The First Wonder of Four. Will you give us a little blast of it? Would you mind reading it for us?
No.
Brilliant. Well, look, thank you very much. Off you go.
The anchorite in the cell. Hermits occupied the tower of the foot of the Rock of Four from the 15th to the 17th century AD, with the last hermit dying in 1616. They were known as the living dead, as once crossed their hold, they stayed there until their death. Hermits in early Christian Ireland were sometimes guarded by a sentry chosen by the local chieftain in exchange for prayer. This tradition was interrupted by Henry V. Dissolution of the Montefiore, with Four Abbey being dissolved in the mid-1500s, but had continued in Four by the 17th century. Fechin, the generous of Forber, loved it was no hypnotization to place up his flesh's rib upon a hard bed without clothes. Saint Fechin was a white martyr who led an austere lifestyle to worship God.
Brilliant. And tell me, did you know this before? You read all this?
No.
Have you been to Four? Before?
Yeah.
Sounds strange, isn't it? Being to Four before.
No.
And tell me, you were doing it in school before everything closed down.
Yeah.
And how far did you get? Did you get to one or two?
Well, we were on one, and then we were halfway through one, and then we had to go.
Brilliant. Well, look, thank you very, very much for sharing that one. That's number one with us. And let me see, would your sister mind?
No.
Well, here we have her sister on this side, and her name is...
Maddie.
Maddie Nolan. And tell me, where do you go to school, Maddie?
Topman.
Hey, we're not too far. We actually drove through it today. Are you looking forward to going back?
Kind of see my friends.
Yeah,
My
exactly.
teachers.
And what?
And my teachers.
And your teachers. Who are your teachers?
Miss Clark.
Brilliant. Well, look, what one are you going to read for us?
The stone raised by St. Fechin's prayer.
Brilliant. Well, off you go, and thank you very much for being with us on the bus and spending time with us.
During the building of the church in the area, the builders found themselves unable to lift the carved lintel into the place. However, overnight St. Fechin, through prayer, managed to raise the stone over the door. The Litton stone left over the entrance is 2.5 tons, 1.8 metres long and 0.9 metres high, and has a Coptic cross enclosed in a middle carved on it. This motif I found on a church dating from the 1st century AD in Syria, which founded by an Apostle Mark.
Brilliant. Well, thanks a million, Maddie. So, Bartle, you made this book. Where did the plan come from for this was never done before, which is actually a great idea.
No, well, the plan is, John had been working on this with illustrations, and during lockdown we both had time to do it, so I haven't actually physically met John.
Go away.
I missed him last weekend when he was up because I was working. But we did all this by email, by phone and stuff and everything else, and he would draw something and then he would ask me to write about it, or then he would ask me about something and I would write about it, then he would draw about it.
Brilliant.
So that's the way we have, there's lots of little vignettes and anecdotes that come there together, but what you have here is local knowledge and a local tour guide, a local illustrator coming together to explain this magical valley.
Is this the first book you have done?
No, I've done other books before. I've done one called Midlands, which does the wider area here, but also features Four as well. But we're looking to do more this type of book here because it's proven very, very popular online and in the tourist sites because it gives you the information that you need for sites where there's no interpretation.
Exactly, and as I said, everything is underground, but I mean, we have to tell the story of historical Westmeath, so there's so much involved, and as I said, if it's written down or if there's videos made, it's a great way of putting the imagery into people's minds, so when they come here, we can create another story for them as well.
No, absolutely, and it's very important that you hear it this week, Ray, because it's Heritage Week. So normally I would be giving tours in Ford, tours in Tullanelly, but now everything is online, it's virtual for the moment. So, but again, this will last longer too when it's up online as well, and give people a little understanding of what the valley is here.
Excellent. If anyone wants to go on tour with you, how would they contact you, Bartle?
Well, it's a good question.
What number will they give?
Yes, my number is 087 34 63 119.
Brilliant. Well, look, there you are. Thanks a million, Bartle, for joining us on the bus. And as I said, we'll just open the door here and give you an idea. This out here is where the number 2 is. That's where the stone is. And we'll be making videos of this. We are going to make a video of this because this is where the hermit would have gone in, and it's called the Living Dead. And then further on, that's the town. The pubs are up there. The Seven Wonders of Four. Or that's one of them anyway. And then further up here is this beautiful, beautiful monastic building. It's called a monastic building, is that right?
It's the Benedictine monastery.
It's the Benedictine monastery, and that's it. Plenty of buckfast of that one. So right, folks, once again, thanks for looking in, and let me see, we're on the Instagram as well, so we'll just finish off on some of these here as well. Yes, brilliant. So once again, from Bartle Darcy, thank you very much. From Lily Nolan, thank you very much. And from Maddie Nolan, thank you very much indeed.
Shout out there quickly.
Yeah.
Just shout out to Deirdre Orm, our education officer in Granard. She's literally holding the fort in Granard. Well, the Irish are probably attacking her from all angles at the moment. She's a big fan of yours too.
That's the Norman Fort, folks. Check that out. That's another Facebook page to have a look at. So we'll just finish up here on Instagram. That one is still working, and it doesn't stop. Maybe it will stop. Sorry, our broadcasting, not to worry. So let's just do that with that one. And as I said, we're out here in 4 and there's not much of a signal, but we're here once again. So let's just get back to people who joined us. We have Catherine looking in, we have Karina Ball looking in from Holland, we have Marie Hadigan is looking in there, and Bridget Nielsen is looking in. Paddy Lonigan, hello to you. And hello.
You would have a drop of water there by any chance, would you?
Drop of water. Anyone got a drop of water? Let me see now, we might be able to help you. As I said, we have everything from Mullingar. In Mullingar, we can definitely get you some water.
The town of the Springs and no water.
There you are, folks. Thanks for looking in. As I say, if you want to share this, please do. If you want to see all our videos, they are all on Ray Dolan from Mullingar in YouTube land. And if you want to become a patron, we'll just leave a link up above, including all the videos that we do today. Thank you for looking in, and see you at 5 with the bus sessions. This is Ray Dolan with the Shout Out Show with all our special guests. Bye now.